Can API gateways simplify backend endpoint orchestration? Have you ever wondered how applications manage to communicate with multiple services without getting tangled in complexity? Today, we will discuss how API gateways can simplify backend endpoint orchestration. First, let's break down what backend endpoint orchestration means. It involves combining multiple backend service calls into a single response for the client. This approach reduces the hassle for client applications, which would otherwise need to handle each request and response separately. API gateways act as the main entry point for backend services. When a client sends a request, the API gateway receives it and routes it to the correct backend endpoint. It handles various tasks like request routing, protocol translation, authentication, and rate limiting. This centralization makes communication between clients and backend services much smoother. Now, let's look at some benefits of using API gateways for backend endpoint orchestration. One major advantage is the consolidation of multiple calls. Instead of clients making several calls to different services, the API gateway can manage these calls internally and return one aggregated response. This not only reduces complexity but also improves performance by minimizing network round trips. Another benefit is simplified client development. Clients only need to interact with one well-defined API instead of juggling multiple service endpoints. This leads to cleaner client code and quicker development cycles. API gateways also handle protocol and data format translation. This means they can transform requests and responses between different protocols and data formats. This capability allows seamless integration of various backend services, including older systems that may not use modern standards. Security is another critical aspect. API gateways serve as a central enforcement point for security policies like authentication and authorization. This reduces the risk of vulnerabilities across services, making your application more secure. Load balancing is also a key feature. API gateways distribute incoming requests efficiently across backend instances, which improves scalability and availability. This means your application can handle more users without slowing down. Caching is another useful feature. Frequently requested data can be stored at the gateway level, reducing the load on backend services and speeding up response times. Lastly, API gateways provide observability. They offer centralized logging and monitoring, giving developers insights into API usage, performance, and errors. This information is invaluable for maintenance and troubleshooting. In practical terms, using an API gateway for orchestration allows developers to create smaller, focused microservices. Each microservice can handle specific tasks, while the gateway composes these into composite APIs for clients to consume easily. This method keeps backend logic straightforward while enhancing maintainability and scalability. In summary, API gateways simplify backend endpoint orchestration by centralizing control, reducing client complexity, improving security, and boosting performance. For developers aiming to make backend development accessible and straightforward, utilizing an API gateway is an effective strategy to manage APIs, databases, and server-side logic cohesively.